presentation sponsored by Welcome to Joe Quinnell Field, tonight's site of an ESD matchup between the Mitchell Kernel and the Pierre Governors. Glad to have you aboard here, Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports. John Mueller, Tyler Yonk will be joining me shortly, but got a perfect night for football here in Mitchell. It's one of those Chamber of Commerce days, 85-degree weather, no wind whatsoever, so it should be a good night for football. Pierre comes in number 1 in Class AA in the state of South Dakota with wins over Aberdeen Central and Brookings. Aberdeen Central, they defeated 32-0 to start the season. That was at Aberdeen Central. Then they came home to defeat Brookings 49-0. So they are 2-0 on the season, yet to give up any offensive points to their opponents. And for Mitchell, they are under first-year coach Pat Larson, and they come in at a 0-2 record. Went on the road first 2 games of the season, so kind of a tough way to start first-year head coach. And welcome to the show, and we'll give you 2 road games before you get a home game. So they went down to Yankton and opened the season, and that was a 42-0 loss at the hands of the Yankton Bucks. And then last weekend they went out to Sturgis Brown. Had a tough first half, played a lot better in the second half, ended up losing 38-6. So Pierre 0-2, Pierre 2-0, and Mitchell 0-2. Pierre is coached by Steve Steele. We'll go over a little bit of stats here for your hometown Mitchell Kernels. They are led by quarterback number 16, the senior Lucas Chenoweth. He's attempted 20 passes on the season, completed 15. So pretty good completion rate, 75% for 135 yards, no touchdowns with the long of 27. On the ground, they're led by Parker Denny. He's got 16 carries for 46 yards. And Mick Daly, 11 attempts for 30 yards. And Lucas Chenoweth, the quarterback, carried it himself 11 times for 32 yards. The only touchdown on the season is Lucas Chenoweth, a rushing touchdown. For receiving, Parker Denny leads the way with 6 receptions for 100 yards, long of 27. Nathan McCormick, 5 receptions for 39 yards, and Connor Singray, 4 for 21. And then Mick Daly out of the backfield, 3 for 50, and averaging 16.7 yards. On the defensive side of the football, Mitchell's led in tackles by Nathan McCormick with 16, Hudson Borgen with 12, Dustin Kurtenbach with 12, Tyson Sabers with 11, and I think we saw Tyson Sabers in a walking boot, so I don't think he's available tonight. Parker Denny with 10 tackles. For Pierre, they're led by the senior quarterback, Cade Kaiser. He's 24 for 34 on the season at 70.6%. Thrown for 342 yards in this young season with 6 touchdowns to 1 interception. Rushing there led by Brock Mosier, the senior, 17 for 32. Almost 8 yards per carry with 2 touchdowns. Cade Kaiser, the quarterback, kept it himself, 22 carries for 240 yards. And on the ground, he has 2 touchdowns. So averaging 4 touchdowns a game for Cade Kaiser on the ground and in the air. He will be a key for the Mitchell Kernels to stop tonight for sure. Receiving by the Pierre Governors, they are led by Jet Zabel, the senior. 14 receptions for 192 yards. And get this, folks, 15 receiving touchdowns already on the season. Their other receiving target, Cooper Terwilliger, the freshman tight end. He comes in 6'5", 210. Freshman has 4 catches for 66 yards and 1 touchdown. So pretty balanced attack for the Governors on the ground and through the air. For defense, for the Governors, look out for Chance Sarda. And he has 9.5 tackles, 16 solo on the season. So Lucas Chamberlain, 8 tackles. And Emmett Anderson, Out of the defensive end position, 8 tackles, 5 solos, and 1 sack. So that's how stats wrap up. We'll go through the starters. First for your Mitchell Kernels. Starting at left tackle, number 70, a senior, Connor Dagan. At left guard, number 67, Thad Milliken Auk. At center, Aiden Wood, a sophomore, 5'7", 230. At right guard, number 55, Lucas Paul, senior, 6 foot, 200 pounds. Right tackle, Brady Wilson, number 52, senior, 6 foot, 220. At wide receiver, we got Connor Singray, the senior, 6'3", 185. At the other wide receiver, Dustin Kurtenbach, senior, 5'7", 160. And your 2 in the backfield will be Nathan McCormick, the 6 foot senior, 180. Parker Denny, junior, 5'10", 185. And also joining him in the backfield, Mick Daly, number 21 senior, 5'11", 190. And your quarterback for your hometown Mitchell Kernels, number 16, Lucas Chenoweth, the senior, 5'10", 165. On the defense tonight, Tate Wentz, senior, 5'10". Seth Foote, number 32, senior, 190. Tackle, 65, Antonio Rivera, the junior, 5'9", 220. And at your other defensive end, Noah Pudwell, number 76, junior, 5'8", and 185 pounds. The trio of linebackers, number 37, Kellen Odell, junior, 6 foot, 170. At the other linebacker, Mick Daly, number 21, senior, 5'11", 190. And then Parker Denny, mentioned before in the backfield, he also plays linebacker, junior, 5'10", 185. Defensive backs, Connor Singray, Nate McCormick, number 10, Dustin Kurtenbach, he's a senior, 5'7", 160. And at safety, number 8, Hudson Morgan, the junior, 5'6", 150. Handling the kicking tonight will be number 45, Tate Wentz, he's a senior, 5'10". And punter, number 15, the junior, Tristan Jellis, 5'11", and 200 pounds. The long snappers, Thad Milliken Auk, getting the job holder, Lucas Chenoweth. And for the Pierre Governors coming in at 2-0, we'll have to, just the size of the Governors, you can see it already on film, but they come in just some monsters from the line. We'll just go down their starting offensive line. At guard, Lucas Coleman, senior, 6'2", 265. Matthew Brewer, 240. Zayden Rounds, 250. And the small one on the line, Jacob Mickanen at 235 pounds. Mentioned their quarterback, kind of their do-it-all guy. Number 5, Cade Kaiser. Their running back, number 21, he's a senior, Brock Mosier. And their 2 wideouts, George Staley, a senior, 5'9", 160. And at the other wideout, Tyson Buss, senior, 5'10", 170. Cooper Terwilliger, the freshman, 6'5", 210. The other tight end, Jet Zabel, senior, 6'4", 215. Defense tonight for the Pierre Governors. At defensive tackle, Elijah Boucher, junior, 6'3", 220. And plugging up the middle tonight will be Austin Langdu, senior, 6'1", and 330. Number 91, Emmett Anderson, leading him in sacks. He's a senior, 6'1", 235. Titan Winkler, senior, 175. So you can see Pierre's going to have the size advantage. It'll be interesting to see what Mitchell tries to do tonight on both sides of the ball. If they try to line up and run right at Pierre at the size advantage, it's not going to work, but we'll see what they have in the offensive game plan. They have been throwing the ball fairly efficiently. Said Chenoweth, 15 completions on 25 attempts, so throwing at a 75% completion percentage. So we'll see if Mitchell can do that. If they try to just line it up and take it right at Pierre, it's going to be a long night, but we'll see what they have up their sleeve. So we will take a commercial break, be back with the starting lineups and the national anthem. You're watching Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports.
6'3", 185-pound senior, number 3.
Why spend thousands replacing your old phone system? Isn't it about time to upgrade to Mitchell Telecom hosted phone? It's the new alternative to traditional phone systems. Step 1, call us. Step 2, we upgrade your handsets. Step 3, we say sayonara to your old phone equipment and install a state-of-the-art fiber phone box. Step 4, we manage your entire phone network remotely. All of this for a low monthly cost. Mitchell Telecom hosted phone. Faster, better, way easier.
Know of an athlete that struggled with injuries or maybe want to stay healthy and fit during your season? Stadelska Chiropractic and Acupuncture can help. whether you're an athlete or its biggest cheerleader. We use safe, effective techniques to restore the body's motion in the spine and extremities using a combination of chiropractic care and acupuncture. Don't let tendonitis, soft tissue injuries, and subluxation stand in your way of your personal best. Call us today at Stadalska Chiropractic and Acupuncture, 996-0191.
High School Activities Association have been assigned by this contest by the South Dakota High School Activities Association. At this time, we ask that you please stand for our national anthem.
We will take you down to the field
Senior Max Bruyere.
For the national anthem.
Face the flag, remove your hat or cap, and stand at attention with your right hand over your heart. Veterans and active duty military not in uniform may also salute the flag. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All set for football here. A great night. Joe Quinn Field, your hometown Mitchell Kernels versus the number 1 in Class AA Pierre Governors. Officials for tonight's contest: Connor Singheisen, Jim Goblish, Mark Reichen, Steve Mayer, and Steve Siegel. Good crowd on hand. First home game, the home opener for the Kernels. About ready for coin toss. Captains for tonight will be Brady Wilson, Nathan McCormick, Connor Dagan, and Connor Singray. For Pierre, it'll be Cade Kaiser, Matthew Cloverdale, Brock Mosier, and I didn't get the other number. Pierre 2-0, coached by longtime head coach Steve Steele, assistant coaches Matt Thorson, Scott New, Adam Sofer, Steve Sheckelway. For the Kernels, head coach Pat Larson in the first year, taking over for Kent Van Overshield, assistant coaches Zach Clement, Sterling Dockweiler, Trevor Cruven, Travis Salmonson, Eric Whitty, and Rick Nelson. Looks like Kernels, looks like Pierre won the toss and they will receive. And we're set for kickoff here at Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports. John Mueller, glad to have you aboard. Stratton on our game production engineer tonight. Beautiful night for football here at Joe Quinn Field. 7:02 game time. Said before, see the flag during the national anthem. No breeze to be found anywhere, so wind will be no factor. Temperature Comfortable 84 degrees at kickoff. And we're set for Kernel football. Kernel's in the black with the gold pants, gold trim. They'll be going from left to right on your TV screen. Pier in their green helmets, green pants with the green trim. Back to receive. Mosier and Lewis handling the kicking duties for the Kernels, number 45. Tate Wentz, and we are set for kickoff. And here's Wentz with the boot. It'll go down the 30-yard fair cut. Thought a fair catch was waved for it. It was. So a fair catch was waved for by one of the upbacks. That was number 2, Tyson Buss. So we'll start on the 26-yard line on the fair catch. So Pier will come over the ball. First down and 10, 26-yard line. Led by number 5, Cade Kaiser, the senior. He'll be joined in the backfield by Brock Mosier. They'll go shotgun to start the game. Mosier to his right. And it'll be a handoff inside to Mosier. Good yards on the pickup. We'll give him 5 yards on first down. And that'll bring up 2nd and 5. Pier going to go with a no-huddle offense. Kaiser once again in the shotgun. Mosier to his right. Wide receiver split far out. Shotgun snap. Mosier takes it. Fakes. Option pitch to the right side. That's Mosier. He's got room across the 50. Shoved out of bounds. Across the 50-yard line. Put him right at the 50. Knocked out of bounds by number 10. Dustin Kurtenbach. But a nice gain there on second down by the Governors. Little option play. Kaiser had the chance to keep it. Didn't see anything between the tackles, so pitched it to Mosier. Mosier took it for a nice gain. Brings up 1st and 10. 3 wide. And Kaiser this time just keeping himself up the middle. And he's broke away past a couple of Kernels and pushed out finally by Nathan McCormick all the way down to the 10-yard line. So no problems there by Kaiser.
Pushed out by Nate McCormick.
They'll give him a 39-yard run on the play. First down and goal to go. 3 plays in. Pierce knocking on the door. They'll go 3 wide again. Double tight end set. Kaiser looking in the end zone, has a man wide open, and tipped up and almost intercepted. Batted away. Love to have that one back. That was Ashton Slim getting knocked it up in the air. Almost came down with it, but couldn't corral it. Nonetheless, great play. A near interception. That'll make it 2nd down and 10. Lining up in the pistol formation. Here's Kaiser. Calling out the play. One receiver to his right. Hand off the Mosier up the middle. Good push by Pier up front.
Mosier.
Gain of 5 on the play. Tackled by number 37, Kellen Odell, the junior. Out of his linebacker position. Came up, plugged the hole nicely. That'll bring 3rd down and 5. Pier still saying in the no huddle, hurry up offense. Kaiser shotgun Mosier. Has George Staley out to his right. See what they have for the 3rd down goal play from the 5. Snap goes back. Fakes it to Mosier. He rolls out to right, has a man wide open, and that's touchdown. And that'll be the freshman Cooper Terwilliger.
5-yard touchdown pass to Cooper.
Kaiser Terwilliger gets us on the board. So 75-yard drive starts the scoring out.
Attempting the extra point, number 9, Ryan Berry.
Ryan Berry, the senior kicker, attempt the extra point. Snap back, hold is good, kick is up and also good. So Pierre scores first
Extra point.
on their first drive. That's 7-0 score. We'll take a commercial break. You're watching Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports.
Think your Wi-Fi's fast? Think again! You can upgrade to our blazing Wi-Fi 6 router. No more buffering, no more waiting, just pure absolute speed. How much speed? Mitchell Telecom Wi-Fi 6 turns up the heat by tripling your speed up to 750 megabits per second. And more speed means more gadgets, more streaming, and more gaming. Level up with our latest Wi-Fi 6 router and squeeze out every ounce of speed. Mitchell Telecom is going triple speed. Race over to MitchellTelecom.com today and upgrade your home to Wi-Fi 6.
Why spend thousands replacing your old phone system? Isn't it about time to upgrade to Mitchell Telecom hosted phone? It's the new alternative to traditional phone systems. Step 1, call us. Step 2, we upgrade your handsets. Step 3, we say sayonara to your old phone equipment and install a state-of-the-art fiber phone box. Step 4, we manage your entire phone network remotely. All of this for a low monthly cost. Mitchell Telecom hosted phone. Faster, better, way easier.
Pierre Governors drive 75 yards for the opening score. Mitchell had a chance on the near interception by Ashton Slimgin. Pierre will kick off, handling the kickoff duties.
Brianna Sargent.
Will be Brianna Sargent. Back to receive. For the Kernels, that's didn't quite see who that was, but a good gain of the Kernels past the 40-yard line. Parker Denny?
Yep.
Parker Denny.
He was playing that back position there, fielding a nice run, took it right up the middle, a nice good forward game to get the Kernels in good field position starting out.
So we'll see what Kernels have up their sleeve like we talked about in the pregame. Not going to just be able to line it up on the Pierre Governors with their size and take it down the field. Going to have some trick plays, going to have to open it up and see what they can do.
Yeah, it's gonna be a complete team effort with Pierre. They come in with their good tradition, and we'll see how it goes.
Here's Chenoweth on the keeper, and he's sacked. No, not sacked. We're going to say no gain on the play. Just got back to the line of scrimmage.
Tried to run a quick quarterback counter with an option play on it there with an option man, and yeah, the left end for Pierre there just made a great play, individual effort, and just stopped that play before it gets started.
Yeah, the pitch man was not there, so had to keep it himself, and great play by Pierre. We talked about Pierre's size. That was number 1, I think, Elijah Bucci on the stop. Here's Chenoweth. Hand up straight ahead. Parker Denny with good carry. Yeah, we said they're not going to be able to line it up and go right up the middle, but they're nice play right up the middle.
Yeah, fantastic job there by the internal line of Mitchell there. They just really kind of wedge blocked it there and just pushed the nose tackle back. Pierre's kind of running a little lighter front than I would typically think. I mean, they have a big nose tackle, but they're kind of just playing that 3-man line. So if they can get a good double team, they should be able to move the ball right up the middle.
Here Chenoweth sends a man in motion. He'll pitch to McCormick. McCormick gets the edge, and that's going to be a Kernel first down.
Yeah, great job out there by Mick Daly coming from his back position, really sealing that edge there. So McCormick able to get the corner and pick up that nice first down run.
Kernels across the 50-yard line on their first possession. That'll be 1st and 10 from the Pierre 47-yard line. McCormick will send 3 wide receivers out. Another man in motion, that's Denny. He'll hand up off the middle again. And running room, that's Parker Denny again.
That was a well-blocked play there by Mitchell. Little jet sweep action there to kind of hold the linebackers for a second, and a good push by the inside defensive line, or internal offensive line for the Kernels there. Wood Wood, Milk and Auk, and Deegan right there, really with a great forward push, just opening up that hole, and great run by Denny right there.
Kind of like we said too, just a little wrinkle, just a little jet sweep there, just enough to keep the Governors guessing, just enough. Here's a snap back and met hard. That was Trevor Rounds. Met him in the hole.
Yeah, they went back with that jet sweep option, jet sweep fake, and tried to run the option back to the left side there, and it was just sniffed out there by the Pierre Governors. Just absolutely stopped that play before it could start.
Good to see Chenoweth back up on that one. He took a pretty good lick, had a guy around his ankles, and then Rounds came up and finished him off up high. So it'll be 2nd down and 9. Give him a gain of 1 on the play at the 35-yard line. Again, three wide receiver set. Chenoweth looking to pass right there. McCormick didn't turn around. I think it was supposed to be more of an out. Kind of threw it early. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, something got crossed up there. He was trying to throw kind of a sit-down route there, and he broke it outside. And lucky to have that one fall to the ground to live to fight a 3rd down here.
3rd down and 9. 6:54 to go, first quarter. John Mueller, Tyler Yonke with you here from Joe Quinnell Field. Perfect night for football. It's a little warm, not much breeze. I don't know if I've seen a flag this still in the South Dakota football game in a long time.
No, it is a rarity.
Here's Chenoweth to the pitch. That's Daly. Daly eludes one tackler, and then the host of Pierre Governors takes him down for a loss. Give it a loss of 2 on the play.
Yeah, that was just, that's why you run that 3-4 defense like Pierre is there, just so you can get great pursuit from inside and outside there. Good play by the cornerback, getting that play held in, and then just great pursuit from the 4 linebackers for Pierre there, just to stop that play before it really had a chance to get started.
Back for the Kernels. I believe this will be Tristan Jealous. See if he can pin the Governors deep.
Trey Lewis, I believe, is back deep for the Governors.
Good snap. Jealous kick. High end-over-end kick. Bout kick picks a Pierre Governor. Maybe it did. He tries to pick it up, and we got a loose ball and goes out of bounds. Oh, almost another big break for the Kernels. Interception over on the other end. They get that. It's a different looking ball game, but just couldn't come down with it. Just scoots harmlessly out of bounds. But a good punt nonetheless. Yeah. Pin him down at the 11-yard line. A good drive for the Kernels to start out. It gets them a little bit of momentum. You come into a game, you're 0-2, Pierre's 2-0, number 1, and you just want some confidence. We can play with these guys. We can do a little bit, and I think that was a good first series for the Kernels.
Yeah, Pierre, they're definitely gettable this year. It's just, you got to have a few good things like that happen, but Mitchell's still in this game, only down a score. Get a good stop here.
Here's Kaiser. He got a flag on the field, and he's still running with it, and pass completed. Actually, I think that hit the ground. Are they going to say, let's see, they're going to mark it.
They are marking it.
I think it did scoot on the ground, though, across the 35-yard line to the 36, but we're going to get a holding call anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, great rush there by the Kernels. It was a little late in coming, but once they got there, he was chasing around really good. And then the right tackle for Pierre just took one of the Kernels to the ground there right at the end there and drew that holding call.
So back up the Governors. Should be inside the 10-yard line here. Half the distance to the goal.
Yeah, they should. This is a great opportunity for Mitchell here. Have them pinned deep here. Make them try to kick it from the end zone. You can maybe get the ball back over on the plus side of the field here.
That hold was on Ty Michael, the junior. Tackle 6'4", 220. We'll call it back to the 6-yard line. That'll make it first and 15, a long 15. Kaiser sends a man in motion. Kaiser will keep it himself. Spins and breaks a tackle, now taken down. Number 8, Hudson Borgen with the tackle.
Yeah, designed run there for Kaiser. It looked like it was just kind of a quarterback draw right from the beginning, and he has a nice little couple moves there, broke a tackle, and 6-yard gain to get out from underneath the shadow of their goalposts. bring up a 2nd and 7, or 2nd and 8 here for the Kernels. They can hopefully maybe bring up a little pressure. Pierce prone to throw the ball throughout the year with Kaiser's big stats.
Got a swing pass out to number 12, Jet Zabel. Blockers in front. I can't see it, just short of the first down, so we'll call it, let's go 3rd and a long 2. Big chance here for the Kernels to get off the field on 3rd down. See if Pierre what they decide to do. You know, watching that Chiefs game last night, Chiefs Lion 3rd and 2 is a pass play anymore. But I still think in high school football that's still a run play. I could be wrong, but I think we're going to see a run here.
I would think so.
They line up with heavy formation, and we're going to get.
Yep, they are going to call encroachment on Mitchell there.
Encroachment, number 80 on the defense.
Yep, number
5-yard
80, Luke LeBrun.
First down.
So we don't get to see a chance to see what Pierre was going to do on 3rd and 2. The encroachment will give them a first down. Ball at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
Governors at their 25.
Yep, Pierre must have went on the second clap this time. They kind of adopted that new style where the quarterback claps to start the play. So, yeah, just a tough break for Mitchell there. Hopefully they can regroup here and get them negative play here to start them off on this set of downs.
Here's Mosier right up the middle. Breaks a tackle. McCormick will push him out of bounds before a gain of about 15 yards on the play.
That was a nice, good job there on the right side of the Pierre offensive line. They just really just moved the Kernels back there, and he had a couple running lanes to run through, and linebackers had to pick a side, and he just cut to the other side and was able to explode on the outside. It's a nice run there.
Kaiser's back in the shotgun once again. Mosier directly behind him. He'll call, clap. Mosier's got some room on the right side. Hudson Borgen can't make the tackle. That's going to be McCormick running him down from the opposite side. He'll get across the 30-yard line. Excuse me, don't believe that was Mosier. That was number 21.
Yeah, it was Brock Moser.
Oh, it was Mosier, yeah. Yep. Excuse me, yep, Mosier.
Gain of 29.
Gain of 29 on the play.
1st and 10 for the Governors.
Give the Governors
30.
1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. See if Mitchell can dig in here.
Keep them out of field goal range here. Get a stop here.
And we're going to get a false start, I believe. So that'll help out. Should push him back 5 yards.
Dead ball. False start on the center.
Center, false start on the center.
First down.
Don't see that too often. That's Zayden Rounds for the Pierre Governors, a junior.
You either see the ones where the center hikes it, nobody else moves, or everybody else moves except the center. And that was one where center moves and nobody else does.
Yeah, that's a terrible feeling. I can promise you that. I felt that before playing with center myself.
Here's Kaiser looking deep, across the middle. Wide open is Terwilliger. The freshman gets his second one of the night. Pretty easy there, right over the middle. Nobody had him covered up. Kaiser, nice throw, easy catch, walks into the end zone.
Yeah, Pierre kind of picked their coverage there. They split 2 guys off to the right there. The Mitchell corners and safeties had to acknowledge that. And then the tight end just goes on a straight vertical route there, and a linebacker covering he's an inline tight end yet, but he is a very athletic receiver, almost looking tight end. That's not going to be a good matchup.
Here's a kick up and through by Ryan Berry. So that will extend the lead to 14.
Timeout. Heat timeout.
And we'll get extended timeout, so we'll take a little longer commercial break and be back to Joe Goodall Field. You're watching Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports.
Thank you to Ver 90 and their support of Mitchell High School activity.
Some say they're in the cattle business, but here at Windy Creek Cattle Company, we believe in something more. We believe in building lasting relationships that extend beyond the sale. We believe your goals are our goals, and we want to help you achieve them. We believe in producing consistent, functional cattle. Come experience the Windy Creek difference, where we're also in the people business. Windy Creek Cattle Company, where your profit comes through performance.
Welcome back to Joe Quinnell Field. John Mueller along with Tyler Yonke. Stratton is our game time producer and engineer. And it will be a short kick to the up man. Fair catch called for. And that will give Kernels a good field position. The 36-yard line. I don't know that I've ever seen that, but the kid who caught it was not the guy who's called for the fair catch. But I think if somebody else waves for the fair catch, I think it must just be anybody waves for whoever catches it.
I don't know 100% on the rule on that, but
I don't know that I've ever seen that, but yeah.
One of the frontline blocking guys ran back and made the kind of intercepted the ball from the guy who was asking for the fair catch. So, but either way, Mitchell's got good field position to start this drive here. Try to claw their way out of this 14-0 hole.
It's 3 wide. Send Denny in motion. Excuse me, that was Daly in motion. Denny with the carry. Maybe, well, I don't think we're even getting a half a yard. We're going to say no gain on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yep. Pierre really, their inside linebackers, one of their inside linebackers shot one of the A gaps there, just kind of to mimic a 4-man front there. The nose tackle went off to the right, and then that one of the inside linebackers fired off to the left, kind of a double A gap blitz there, and Mitchell called the play right into the teeth of where their defense was set up. So
I think on that play they're going to say, well, if the jet sweep happens, we got a guy there, and we're not going to fall for it just like that. Same thing, just kind of talk. That's what they did. They kind of did the same thing, but wasn't worried about the jet sweep that time.
Nope. Brock Moser over there, he really made an aggressive play there for Pierre, just really committing to stop that jet sweep.
2 quick run plays for no yards will bring up 3rd and a long 10.
Obvious passing down for the Kernels here. Hopefully they can get Chenoweth some blocking here.
3 receivers set. Denny behind Chenoweth. He'll fake to the right side. There's McCormick there. Pass out to the flats.
Got a penalty marker down
here. Penalty marker.
Looks in the area of holding.
Yeah, it's gonna look. I think the offensive tackle there on that side got a little bit of jersey. Not really a lot there, even if that, well covered. Denny, even if he catches that, it's going to be short. So we'll get the call here.
Yeah, the Pierce secondary is doing a great job. There was absolutely nowhere to throw for the ball. So, and Pierre does decline the holding penalty here, so it'll bring up 4th and a short 10 pretty much. So the punting unit will come on for Mitchell.
Handling the punting duty is Tristan Jellis. Once again, had a 39-yarder the first time. See if we can get that. 2 men back for Pierre. And partially blocked. See if it does take a Kernels bounce. And we'll go down exactly on the 40-yard line. Almost disaster, but Jellis gets enough of the kickoff and
forward release.
Yeah, you kick that deep to one of the returners, they probably get it back to there anyway. So not a bad outcome for the Kernels. Pierre will bring their explosive, high-octane offense back onto the field, starting on their own 40-yard line.
And then Pierre's averaging 40.5 points, I believe I saw, for the season. So
right on pace.
Yep.
Here's Kaiser looking again. He's got a man open and just overthrows him. Tyson Buss, the 5'10 senior, just can't come up with it. Good-looking throw again, though, by Kaiser. He probably sat behind Keenholz all year last year, and then, you think, well, what has this kid got? Senior coming out, and really good, accurate arm.
Yeah, he throws nice. Ball's got a lot of touch on it. He seems to throws it hard when it needs to be thrown hard. That one he just overthrew his receiver there, just threw his bustle, overthrew him a tiny bit there. But yeah, he seems to be well trained so far.
2nd and 10. Hand off to Mosier up the middle. Cuts to the outside, breaks a tackle, runs over a Kernels defender, and finally brought down by McCormick. Tough run.
Tough, yeah. He broke a couple tackles, ran over a couple guys, and just absolutely carried about 3 Kernels for the last 7 yards of that run there. Fantastic run there.
That'll give the Governors 1st and 10 and Kernel territory across the 50-yard line. Kaiser in shotgun, Mosier directly behind him. George Staley near side, split out. Here's a handoff, Mosier giving it to him again. Off tackle, bounced it offside. McCormick trying to bring him down and does finally after a little help. Little help from his friends.
Yeah. That was an athletic play there by Kaiser. The snap was a little low and outside. He makes a great play in recovery to get that handoff, actually, to keep the timing of the play. Fantastic job there by Kaiser.
And Trey Lewis actually was subbed in there for that carry. I said Mosier, but it was Trey Lewis. Another good-looking senior running back. They're loaded, folks. They are loaded. Here's Kaiser. Rolls to his left. Finds Zabel, the tight end. And he'll catch and be tackled by a host of Kernel defenders.
Pass is complete.
And thought we had maybe a player shooken up. McCormick slow to get up, but it looks like he does get up. McCormick's been all over the field. We'll have to get stats at halftime. He's doing it all. A lot of tackles tonight.
Yeah, he's really he's everywhere they need to be. And Kaiser again, just rolling out to his left there and making an accurate throw for a right-handed quarterback moving to the left is very good throw.
Timeout. Mitchell.
And we're going to get a Mitchell timeout. I think they wanted to get McCormick back on the field. He was shaken up. So we will take a break here. You're watching Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports. Pierre Governors 14, Mitchell Kernels nothing. We'll be back after these commercial messages.
If you've checked your financial statements lately, you're wondering if you're making the right choices. Since no one can totally predict where the markets are headed, Dice Financial can create a long-term, sensible investment plan that'll fit your individual needs and comfort level. Whether it's a college savings plan or planning for retirement, call the winning team at Dice Financial Services.
Securities and advisory services through Osaic Wealth Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Contact Dice Financial at 996-7171 or visit dicefinancial.com.
Yard line. Here's a shovel pass to Mosier, who came in motion. He's gonna take it all the way down to the 2-yard line. Thought we had maybe an angle to get him down there at the 5, but a nice move by Mosier.
Kurtenbach there kind of chased him down. Got a shoestring there he got his shoestring at about the 6, and Mosier fell down about the 2-yard line there. Give the Kernels a chance here to try to hold them to a field goal with a fresh set of downs here for 1st and goal. Mitchell hasn't given up the big play to Pierre yet. All their drives have had to have been methodical.
Kaiser hands it off to Mosier right up the middle, and he's in. Great push by the offensive line there. You can see Pierre's size just having their way. We about 7-8 yards off the ball. Not much the linebackers can do when the offensive line gets that kind of push back into their chest.
Pierre came in with a heavy set there. They brought in linebacker Chance Carter, a 6-foot, 180-pound senior, and they kind of lined him up about 2 steps behind the left guard there, and the shotgun snap, they're just handed it off and just powered right through the middle of the Kernel defense.
Here's Barry with his 3rd extra point attempt, up and good. That'll push the lead out to 21. A good drive there by Pierre. You know, you can just see their offensive line kind of just taking over the game right now.
Yeah, they're starting to really impose their will. Mitchell's pass rush is having trouble getting home. Their tackles are doing a fantastic job. And then with Kaiser, his mobility also, even when Mitchell does get a rush, Kaiser's able to make a few subtle moves and just find a place to throw the ball, and then he is as accurate as they come for a high school quarterback.
Yeah, we talked about the offensive line, but 235, 250, 240, 265, 220, and then you got tight ends at 215 and 210. Our biggest guy is just over 200 pounds on our defensive line. It's tough sledding for the Kernels for sure.
Yeah, those 200-pound D linemen, they do a great job with what they have, but when you get someone 35, 40, 50 pounds bigger than you, if they can get you engaged, there's just not a lot you can do if they're coming straight at you.
Into kickoff for the Kernels. See if we can get a number here.
I believe it's number 94.
Yeah, I think it's
Brianna Sargent.
Okay, yep.
She is a 5'7", 120-pound senior.
Yep, she, I believe there's a story on her we saw in the Peer paper, coming soccer player that came out for football this year.
Okay.
There's a nice Tayson tight Wentz. Nice return. It hasn't been field position problems for the Kernels so far.
Absolutely not.
They've had it across the 35, I think, on at least the 35 on all their possessions.
Yep. And a great run there by Wentz, and good blocking up front by the front five for the Kernels. And Wentz got the ball. He's one of the up guys. He just fielded it and ran straight ahead, and was able to carry about 3-4 governors for about 5-6 yards to set the Kernels up here just short of the 45, or just over the 40-yard line.
There's Denny in motion. Give it to Daly this time, and he will lose a yard. Good push.
Yeah.
I believe it was number 91, Emmett Anderson, 6'1", senior defensive tackle, 235.
Yeah, the Pierre defensive line there is really starting to get a inside push. And it looks like they called...
That'll be the end of the first quarter. So after one, it's the Pierre Governors 21, Mitchell Kernels nothing. We will be back after this. You're watching Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports.
Celebrate the most precious moments in your life with the region's most trusted independent jewelry store, The Diamond Store in downtown Mitchell. The Diamond Store is locally owned. We offer free cleaning and repairs with 2 full-time jewelers with 50 years of collective experience. We personally select our inventory with our customers in mind, so we can offer the finest selection of jewelry that meets or exceeds your expectations. The Diamond Store, the gem of downtown Mitchell. Proud to support all area athletes.
Help keep Mitchell a safe place to live, shop, and visit by reporting tips to Crime Stoppers.
You don't have to identify yourself, and a minimum reward of $250 is paid on all Crime of the Weeks solved by tips to Crime Stoppers.
There are lots of ways to report a crime. You can download the free P3 Tips app. Go to p3tips.com or by calling Crime Stoppers at 996-1700.
Let's all help keep Mitchell safe by reporting crime and helping investigators arrest those involved.
Welcome back to Joe Quinn Field, Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports. John Mueller along with Tyler Yonke. Here's Chenoweth back, little slip screen and over the arms. Couldn't quite haul it in, was Mick Daly. I think had a little bit of something set up there. I don't know that it was going to go for a first down, but I think it was going to be some good positive yardage.
Yeah, they tried to run a screenplay off to the left there for Daly. And yeah, he'd have made it a much more manageable third down here if he was able to get that pass hauled in. It ended up being a little tall for him, but if he'd have been able to catch that and make a move, I think he could have got 4 or 5 yards. You'd bring up something third and manageable here, 3rd and 4 or 5.
Yeah, now you got Pierre right where they want you at 3rd and 11. They're going to bring a blitz. Swing pass out to Stingray. Gain of 3 or 4 yards on the play.
That was a really good play there by Lucas Chamberlain. They brought him around kind of on a delayed blitz, and he saw the wide receiver screen setting up, and he just peeled off of his blitz, went out and pursued from inside out and made a nice play out there.
Great instinct. Something you can't really teach, right?
No.
You just feel that as a player. Some kids have it, some don't.
Yep. And yeah, Chamberlain there. I mean, he just saw the tackle and the tight end peel off around him and not be concerned about him, so he knew something was up, and he just stopped dead in his tracks, turned around and chased down the play and stopped it after a short 3-yard gain.
Here's Kernels going for it on 4th down, 4th and 6. And play will be is
Intercepted.
intercepted. And I didn't see who the number was.
I think it was Chamberlain again.
Yeah, well, I mean.
This is intercepted. Number 52.
Yeah, it wasn't a most advised throw by Chenoweth, but it was 4th down anyway.
Yeah.
So he just threw it up the middle there, kind of at the sticks to one of his tight ends. I missed the number there, but yeah, Chamberlain undercut the route and made a nice interception and give Pierre good starting field position here to start the second quarter.
And if you're the Kernels, can't blame them there for rolling the dice. You haven't been able to stop Pierre. So it doesn't matter if you get them at the 20, they're 20 or you're 40. Gonna need a big play or a turnover to make something happen.
Yep.
Here's Kaiser over the middle. Had his wide receiver, Keenan Scott, senior tight end.
And Kaiser back there, Kaiser's offensive line is doing a fantastic job for him back there. He's able to sit back there for 3.5 seconds and survey the field without having to take his eyes down to see the pass rush. And the Pierre receivers are they're going to find a hole in the Mitchell Kernel zone there, and it's
not much you can do if your defensive back and linebackers trying to cover for 3, 4, up to 5 seconds, and then nobody in his face either.
Yep. And Kaiser being 6'2", he can see over anything about anyway. And
here's Mosier. The shovel pass, trying to get outside. There's McCormick again. Well, give McCormick a lot of credit. He's all over the field tonight. He's been lining up kind of that deep safety you were talking about, and almost acting like a linebacker in that deep safety. Not really worrying about anything deep, just kind of playing a strong safety position and
he's just coming downhill to try to stop all the run plays he can.
We got an injured player on the field. I think that's number 32, Seth Foote.
Yeah, he kind of there was a bunch of, on the play there was a bunch of people trying to block downfield for a cutback lane, and I think Foote got caught up in that traffic there. Looks like he maybe got rolled up on.
Yeah, I think they're looking at that left ankle. But, we'll take a commercial break. We'll be back after 60 seconds. It's the Pierre Governors 21, the Mitchell Kernels, nothing. It does appear to be an ankle on Foote. Seth Foote, the senior defensive lineman, getting helped off. Right ankle got rolled up on. So good news, though. He is walking mostly under his own power off field. Little assist, but
doesn't. I don't know if he'll make it back tonight, but it doesn't appear to be
too
seriously of an injury. Well, we're not the ones hurt either.
Yeah, good point. Here's Kaiser in shotgun. He'll hand off to, I believe that's Lewis. And Lewis is going to take it all the way in for a score.
Fantastic, powerful run by Lewis. We do have a marker down there about the line of scrimmage.
Flag on the play.
But yeah, just a fantastic run by Lewis. He just breaks tackles. He's a little bit of a different pace than
Mosier.
Mosier's just more of a speed guy, whereas Lewis can absolutely he stiff arms and powers some guys over, and it takes a couple guys to get him down.
And we got another injured.
5-yard face mask penalty on the defense. The score is good.
So
penalized on a try or a kickoff.
So a 5-yard penalty. Pierre will have their choice if they want to take it on the extra point or the kickoff. And then on the play also, McCormick is down. Looks like he will get off under his own power, so that's good to see. They lose McCormick. That's a lot of tackles.
Yeah.
They're already down. Tyson Sabres don't need to see McCormick hurt as well.
Yeah, kind of turning into a mash unit over here.
Yeah, and that's one of those things too. You got to be careful in this game. I mean, not that you're waving the white flag, but you want to come out of any game healthy. But don't want to get guys hurt. Now it's 28-0. You don't want to take a big loss and some injuries for the next game.
Yep.
So that will another quick scoring drive by the Pierre Governors. That'll make it 28-0. We'll take a quick 30-second break. You're watching Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports.
Help keep Mitchell a safe place to live, shop, and visit by reporting tips to Crime Stoppers.
You don't have to identify yourself, and a minimum reward of $250 is paid on all Crime of the Weeks solved by tips to Crime Stoppers.
There are lots of ways to report a crime. You can download the free P3 Tips app. Go to p3tips.com or by calling Crime Stoppers at 996-1700.
Let's all help keep Mitchell safe by reporting crime and helping investigators arrest those involved.
We're back to Joe Quinnell Field. It's Pierre Governors 28, Mitchell Kernels 0, but they will receive the kickoff. Back for kick returner is Parker Denny, number 20, Mick Daly, number 21. See if they can get some good field position here.
Yeah, the kickoff unit has been fantastic for Mitchell so far this evening.
See if they can keep that going.
Sergeant will kick off from the 45.
Here's Sargent with the kick and waiting for a fair catch. That was number 37, Kellen Odell. Had some room there if he didn't. Could have taken that a little farther. Had at least probably 5-10 yards, but waits for the fair catch. Some of those times those up guys like, I'm here to block. I don't want to touch it. I'm here to block.
Yeah, if I can make a play on it, I'm going to fair catch it and move on with my day. The up man it was kind of a higher hang time kick. The up man did get behind him, and he wanted to come up and make a play on it, but the wise play by one of the up mans, Odell, he just waits for the fair catch, make the play, and get the offense started.
Can't get yelled at in practice on Monday for fair catching it.
No, you sure can't.
Here's Chenoweth under center. Little double reverse play. And here goes Parker Denny. He's across the 50 to the 40, carrying some Pierre defenders all the way down to the 35-yard line.
Mitchell came out in a nice double wing formation there. Kind of went really traditional. And they went with the double reverse for Denny, and he made a nice play, nice cut, good hard run.
Well, that's some of the razzle dazzle we were talking about. You're not gonna take him up on the middle, do some misdirection. I kind of like that double wing back. You're a little smaller team, start some misdirection. You don't see it a lot. 10, 20 years ago, you saw it quite a bit, and you don't really see it. Not in this level anyway.
No.
You see it more in the A's and B's, but let's get out here and run it again.
Yeah.
Here's Chenoweth, host of blockers. He'll pitch. Denny, that time not going anywhere and smothered up. Tried to spin move, but right into a couple of Pierre defenders.
Yeah, Chenoweth there. He kind of taking that big a loss on first down there isn't the best. Got to look more upfield. With the amount of penetration Pierre's getting, we need to run some shallower misdirection plays and some quick hitting stuff up the middle. Just trying to crease them.
Yeah, Chenoweth didn't have much of an option. Cut it outside, and if you do that on that play, you're leaving your running back out to dry.
Yep.
If you don't make that DN commit, it's going to be a painful tackle.
Yeah.
Here's Chenoweth, shotgun again. Wide receiver split to each side. Screen play set up. That's Daly. Daly's got it with a head full of steam, and he'll take it for a Kernel first down.
That was a great setup there by the Mitchell Kernels. Number 52, Brady Wilson, and Aiden Wood made they got up and got downfield on that screen pass and made a great block on the linebacker, and then they ended up pushing the linebacker back into the safety to give him some room there to pick up that nice first down. That was a very well executed screen pass. Just something to try to slow down the Pierre Governor's penetration, and Mitchell's got a good drive started here.
Just what the coaches saw, just what you said. You know, they're shooting up the gaps right away. Little screenplay. There's a handoff up the middle. That'll be Mick Daly on the carry.
And yeah, that play doesn't look like much there, but that slowed Pierre down, the defensive line down just enough where the Mitchell offensive line got a 2-3 yard push. Daly gets in there with a head of steam, and he mows a guy over and falls forward, and then we got a 4-yard gain. Yeah. And then we're out 2nd and 6, and now the whole playbook's open for Mitchell.
So we'll see what offensive coordinator Coach Whitty draws up here. Our second, call it a long 4.5 yards on the carry. And here's Chenoweth out to McCormick. McCormick tries to slip a tackle, can't get out of an ankle tackle, and ball comes out but definitely hit the turf before it came out. That'd be a loss of 2.
Called him stopped with forward progress and in the grasp there. So
Chenoweth's pass complete to McCormick.
They've tried that a couple of times tonight, and those plays just aren't. Appears too quick on the outside. They're too fast and too big for any of those swing passes to do a lot.
Yeah, the Pierce secondary is so fast and plays. Yeah, like you said, they have such speed. They don't have to respect getting beat over the top. They can turn and run with anybody, so they're able to close on that so hard.
Under center again, rolling out to the right, and we're gonna call that incomplete pass. Yep. The white hat was right on an incomplete pass. Close to a fumble.
Yeah, Chenoweth took quite a shot there right between the 1 and the 6, right in his back.
I think he was looking Parker Denny out in the flat. Had him for a split second, but probably a wise decision to hold on to it. When he was going to pull the trigger right away, I think it might have ended up at a pick 6, so he held on to it for a second, paid the price. And if you're the Kernels here, fourth and 8, but got to roll the dice. Just outside of field goal range and really down 28. Field goal doesn't do you much good.
No, they go back into their double wing set here.
Here's Chenoweth, blitz right up the middle, and he'll be taken down. Firing right through the middle, coming from his middle linebacker spot, Chance Carta, 6-foot senior.
Chenoweth eluded him the first time when he came through. He kind of got out of the grasp a little bit, and then he tried to turn and get around the corner to try to make something happen, and then Carta is able to keep his feet, make a nice play, and then get a hold of his ankle and get him brought onto the ground.
And we're going to take a heat break timeout, so we will take a 60-second commercial and be right back after these messages. You're watching Mitchell Kernel 90 Sports.
Why spend thousands replacing your old phone system? Isn't it about time to upgrade to Mitchell Telecom hosted phone? It's the new alternative to traditional phone systems. Step 1, call us. Step 2, we upgrade your handsets. Step 3, we say sayonara to your old phone equipment and install a state-of-the-art fiber phone box. Step 4, we manage your entire phone network remotely. All of this for a low monthly cost. Mitchell Telecom hosted phone. Faster, better, way easier.
Know of an athlete that struggled with injuries or maybe want to stay healthy and fit during your season? Studelska Chiropractic and Acupuncture can help, whether you're an athlete or its biggest cheerleader. We use safe, effective techniques to restore the body's motion in the spine and extremities using a combination of chiropractic care and acupuncture. Don't let tendonitis, soft tissue injuries, and subluxation stand in your way of your personal best. Call us today at Studelska Chiropractic and Acupuncture, 996-0191.
Back to action. Joined just a second late, but you see the tight end, Jet Zabel, with the catch. Good throw by Kaiser. And Zabel's kind of their split-out tight end.
Yeah.
We'll call him the Travis Kelce of the Pierre Governors. You know, not that straight-line tight end.
Yeah, he kind of plays off the ball, kind of a wing-back, Z receiver type of person. He ran a great flag route there for Kaiser to hit him right in stride on the sideline.
Here's Kaiser, got a man, and we're gonna get pass interference. Had a handful of jersey. That was Connor Singray.
I believe we got some holding on the offensive line for Pierre back here, and then a holding call or pass interference call on Mitchell. The impressive thing of that play was Kaiser roaming to his right, flicks the ball, and he throws it 40 yards.
It would have been a touchdown if Stingray wouldn't had grabbed the wide receiver.
Fouls on the play. Holding on the offense, number 53.
So holding on the offense, number 53.
Those penalties off.
Jacob Mickinen. And then the defensive pass interference on Connor Stingray. We'll just call those offsetting and replay first down. So back to 1st and 10. Pure ball at the Kernel 40 or 36-yard line. 3 receivers to the left. Kaiser looking down the middle to Terwilliger. Goes up in the air. Does he bring it down? Yes, he does. I think it's going to be pass interference too. I mean, that's an impressive play for the freshman.
Yeah. He's 210 pounds. He actually lined up that play as the inline end, and then Zabel was lined up with just offset behind him in kind of a wingback position. And yeah, they just ran 2 go routes and
pass interference.
Yeah, Kaiser, take your pick.
Yep,
whichever one you want.
Yep. It's just a fantastic throw and catch. You can tell they're able to practice their route running a lot in Pierre. Kaiser is in phase with all of his receivers with every throw.
Here's Barry to attempt the extra point. See if he can make it 5 for 5 on the night, and he does. So with 5:44 remaining in the first quarter, Pierre will push their lead to 35-0. And we'll take a quick 30-second timeout. You're watching Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports. Back to Joe Quinnell Field. Thanks for having us aboard for your evening tonight. Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports, your home for DW and Kernel Athletics. And on the penalty that was on the touchdown play, Pierre elected to take it on the kickoff, so they'll be kicking off on the Kernel 45-yard line. Don't see that too often.
Oh, Sargent has a fair leg, so see if we can get it into the end zone from here.
And that will go to Denny. Looks for room, gets it across the 20. Call it maybe down to the 24-yard line. And we got a flag on the far side.
Yeah, there was believe we're going to get a holding call on Mitchell right there.
Yep.
Holding. Number 80 on the return team.
So holding against Luke LeBrun.
Penalty from the spot. First down, Mitchell.
And that'll back him up another 10 yards.
Start about the 14-yard line for Kernels on this drive here. With 5:36 to go here in this first half, you'd like to see Mitchell just go on a nice sustained drive. With the way the Pierre offense is humming, the only real way to stop him is to keep him on the sideline.
And they've had their plays, but just nothing that they've been able to string together 2, 3, 4 plays on a drive.
Mm-hmm.
Run right up the middle.
Great job by the middle linebacker, Chamberlain, and Chance Carter there. The nose tackle held up a couple guys, and those linebackers were free to run, and they just shot the gaps and brought down, I believe it was Denny?
Yeah, Denny on the run.
Yep. Denny had nowhere to go. He was swallowed up by the 2 middle linebackers of the Governors there.
Did a good job at least to get it back to the line of scrimmage and even maybe gain a half a yard with the push. Pierre was trying to rip the ball out, and he drug a few guys that were trying to rip the ball out with him.
Yeah, they had him contained, trying to go for the big play, and Mitchell's going to try spreading him out here. They haven't done that in the last few drives.
Tries right up the middle and nothing doing. Pierre pinches down from that DN position. I think that was Langdu.
Yeah, just great job by Langdu, just not getting fooled by the draw at all. Just good eye discipline there, making sure where the ball goes, and he's able to get a hold of him and get him right on the ground. He is a big boy. He's a senior, 6'1", 330.
6'1", 330. That's
you get in the grasp. You're not going much there.
Yep. That's a big boy out there. Number 99 right in the middle, plugging up the hole.
And he moves side to side fairly well too. He's one of those good run stuffers you like to have.
And there's Chenoweth with nowhere to go. Coming from his, I believe that was Bochy. Or no, not Bochy. Number 7, who was?
Yeah, number 7. Carter Scheffelbein.
The freshman, haven't seen him yet.
And say he plays wide receiver, but I think he came in to play one of the outside linebacker positions and came in on a blitz. And Pierre just bet the house there on 3rd and long that they'd able to get pressure.
Here's a kick from the back of the own end zone by Jealous. Gets it away, fairly good kick. And it's fumbled by Lewis. See if the Kernels can take advantage of that. And a good tackle. Nice open field tackle. Kellen Odell. Nice job coming up.
That is about the only tackle we've seen of Lewis where one guy gets him down. It usually takes a crowd to get Lewis on the ground. That was a very good play by Odell.
I tell you what, for everything, Kernel special teams has been pretty solid tonight. You know, I think they've matched Pierre, at least in that side of the ball. You know, that category. I think Kernel's special teams has been solid tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, that's just, you know, we've commented before. Pierre they run an offense and defensive team. You know, they just got a lot of numbers over there, and they're just doing a great job running this whole program.
Yeah, very, very few Class AA teams. You know, you see it in Class AAA, but AA, it's very rare that you're going to have individual starters on both sides of the ball and nobody playing two-way. And it's really starting to show with this warmer weather now. You know, just like you said, have the numbers, have the program going, and it's something that the Kernels are going to have to build to.
Yep, and yeah, Mitchell's got the numbers here, but yeah, we're, like you said, we're kind of a little younger and smaller. And
yep. Here's Kaiser with the crossing right over the middle. And that was George Staley, the junior wide receiver. Great route, even better throw, just right on the numbers.
Yeah. No one ever, when Kaiser's in time and in rhythm and don't have pressure, everything is right in stride. The receivers don't break stride when they're running, and you got to have a guy in their pocket to get them on the ground right away. Otherwise, they are going to turn and run with the football.
One receiver out wide. They'll hand it right up the middle to Mosier, and no problem, right up the middle. Mosier with the touchdown. That'll make it 41-0 with the extra point attempt up and coming. Go ahead.
No, I was to say the left side of the line there, number 62 Ty Michael and Lucas Coleman just absolutely bulldozed into the end zone there. Moser wasn't even hardly touched on his way in.
No, they pushed our defenders back into the Kernel lettering, and there is no good. Maybe been.
Yeah, it looked like it was blocked by one of the Kernel interior guys.
Yeah, somebody got their hands up there. See who comes running off the field and see if they shake anybody's hand. That's a good indicator of who gets the high fives, who might have blocked that. I don't think.
I didn't see.
No, nobody was too excited, so we're not gonna give anybody credit, I guess, then on that block. But that'll keep it 41-0. 2:29 remaining in the first half. If you're just joining us, it's been all Pierre. They're the number one team, Class AA, and they've kind of just imposed their will so far on the Kernels, just doing it all from the air, from the ground. Just a great all-around team. You can see why they're number one, and they're not the juggernaut team from last year.
No.
But still pretty dang solid.
Yeah. And Mitchell has had bright spots throughout the game. The offense has had plays, just the depth up here, we just can't sustain anything. They're able to keep guys fresh, get off the ball. Their inside linebackers are very athletic for the size they are, and it's just hard to sustain anything when they're able to blitz and shoot gaps like that and make athletic plays. That it's just tough to overcome something like that.
And it's going to be Brianna Sargent kicking off once again. She's got to fight quite a few kickoffs in tonight. Denny and Daly back deep, I believe, for the Kernels.
They're set up around the 15-yard line.
Short kick. Fielded by McCormick. He's going to take it out. Breaks a tackle, gets a nice block, and cross the 45-yard line. Ooh, we're going to get a flag. I thought it might have been a block in the back, but I thought we might have just got enough of the side. But, yeah, when you're over there on the other sideline, when their coaches are yelling, blocking the back, it's tough for that line judge not to throw the laundry.
Yep.
80 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
That was a great play by McCormick there to field that ball on the hop. It was a great return out across the 40, I believe he got 42, and then, the blocking the pack penalty, but good instinctive play by McCormick. He's having a whale of a game for how it's going.
Yep.
He's doing a great job in the secondary, getting guys on the ground, breaking plays up. And then on offense, not much is going right for the Kernel offense right now.
No, but he's got some good all-purpose yards for him, and kind of been him and Denny.
Yep.
Here's Daly looking for a hole, gets gang tackled. Broke one tackle, maybe even a second tackle, but just too much going on there for Pierre.
I'm impressed with the pursuit up here. Just all 11 guys get on the side of the ball where the ball is. They have great pursuit defense.
Yeah, it's really hard for us to name a tackler because there's usually 3 or 4 guys on the Kernel ball carrier.
Yep. Yeah, and that has been Mitchell's all their successes came on misdirection stuff where Pierre gets over pursued. But yeah, they're quick to recover as well.
There's a handoff up the middle. That's gonna be Emmett Anderson from his defensive tackle position.
Yep. That was a great play by Anderson there to move down, engage the tackle and move down the line of scrimmage there. Make a nice play on that inside handoff.
It actually looks like on this one they're moving Anderson to nose guard. They're giving Lang do a series off. He probably deserves it the way he's been playing. Yeah, minute 4 to go. Chenoweth under center. He'll just run a sneak play, gets a few yards, and then's met by a host of defenders. Had that misdirection, that double wing back, and had some success on a couple of plays, but just really haven't seen it again. I don't, maybe they haven't installed that fully in practice. Maybe just a couple of plays out of it, but like to see maybe a little bit more of that going forward. If not tonight, maybe later in the season. And you got a couple of good running backs. It's one of those things. You've got some undersized linemen that can maybe move a little bit, start doing some pulling and
trapping. Get the offensive linemen moving, hitting guys off the side on the inside of the line scrimmage. That does a lot for an undersized defensive line, and Mitchell's set up for it well. They have two good ball carriers, and Chenoweth is a mobile quarterback himself. They could really do some damage in the double wing if they really committed to running it.
And we're going to get a timeout here by the Kernels. 7 seconds left. 4th down and 8. Going to talk about it. Probably, I'm assuming you'd go for it here with 7 seconds to go. Maybe some kind of trick play or something. During halftime, we will have the Mitchell Kernel marching band performance. For all of you at home, I want to partake in that. Haven't seen it yet this season. I think there's an airplane over there outside the gate. So I'm curious to see what we got going on with an airplane on the marching band performance. They always come up with something unique every year. My question is, if they go on all these road trips for a marching band, where do you take an airplane on the road? I don't know. You get a big trailer to take that with you?
I suppose, or They're also very mechanically inclined, I guess, too, to be able to pull that apart and put it back together when they get there.
Yeah, that's. We'll see. We'll see how that turns out. All right, so we got 4th down, 7 seconds to go. 4th, and we'll call it a long 7. And it looks like they are just going to go back in punt formation.
Yeah, Pierce sends 2 guys back.
They're jealous. Good high kick. Field at the 40. That's Bus. And a good job there by the Kernels. Not much room, and that will take us to halftime. So we will take a quick commercial break. We will promise to have you the start of the Kernel Marching Band, and we'll get the stats and get you set up for the second half. You're watching Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports.
Think your Wi-Fi's fast? Think again. You can upgrade to our blazing Wi-Fi 6 router. No more buffering, no more waiting, just pure absolute speed. How much speed? Mitchell Telecom Wi-Fi 6 turns up the heat by tripling your speed up to 750 megabits per second. And more speed means more gadgets, more streaming, and more gaming. Level up with our latest Wi-Fi 6 router and squeeze out every ounce of speed. Mitchell Telecom is going triple speed. Race over to MitchellTelecom.com today and upgrade your home to Wi-Fi 6.
Why spend thousands replacing your old phone system? Isn't it about time to upgrade to Mitchell Telecom hosted phone? It's the new alternative to traditional phone systems. Step 1, call us. Step 2, we upgrade your handsets. Step 3, we say sayonara to your old phone equipment and install a state-of-the-art fiber phone box. Step 4, we manage your entire phone network remotely. All of this for a low monthly cost. Mitchell Telecom hosted phone. Faster, better, way easier.
Ladies and gentlemen, for tonight's halftime performance, the Mitchell High School Marching Band will be debuting their 2023 competition show entitled Nightmare at 30,000 Feet. Movements in the show are titled Come Fly With Me, Great Big in the Sky, and Madness. Instrumental soloists for this evening are Mason Benza, Max Johnson, Jordan Wilson, and Leo Eggert. Guard soloists this year are Dante Aldridge, Braylon Kirkerville, Sierra Blake, and Autumn Lentz. Drum majors this year are Mason Benza, Max Gruer, and Lauren Hofer. The guard is directed and choreographed by Kim Gruer and Marissa Apps. Percussion advisors are Jesse Dodd and Hannah Waylander. Visual musical staff are Jeremy Hake, Shane Macklin, and Marcus Eckhoff. Assistant Marching Band Director is Joel Van Persen, and the Director of Bands is Ryan Staley. And now, the Mitchell High School Marching Band.
Mr. Robert Wilson has just been discharged from an asylum, where he spent the last 6 months recovering from a nervous breakdown, the onset of which took place on an evening not dissimilar to this one, on an airliner very much like the one in which Mr. Wilson is about to be flown home. The difference being that, on that evening, half a year ago, Mr. Wilson's flight was terminated by an onslaught of his mental breakdown. Tonight, he's traveling all the way to his appointed destination, which, contrary to Mr. Wilson's plan, happens to be in the darkest corner of the Twilight Zone. While the flight started out uneventful, Mr. Wilson, a mild-mannered man with an unsettling fear of flying, found himself gripping the armrests of his seat as the plane soared through the sky at 30,000 feet. The hum of the engines were oddly soothing, but his unease only grew stronger with each passing minute. As Mr. Wilson's wife tries to calm his mind and thoughts, he now concentrates on enjoying the flight. None of this is real. He rests his head back on the seat and tries to enjoy the great gig in the sky. was still there, seemingly unaffected by the biting winds at high altitude. Its hands were busy, prying open access panels, tightening up wires, and causing havoc to the plane's engine. Little did he know that this harrowing experience would forever change his perspective on fear, reality, and the thin line that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary, all within the confines of a journey through the eerie Twilight Zone.
And that was your Mitchell Kernel Marching Band. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back after this. Got some scores from around the state and get you set up for the second half. You're watching Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports.
Some say they're in the cattle business, but here at Windy Creek Cattle Company, we believe in something more. We believe in building lasting relationships that extend beyond the sale. We believe your goals are our goals, and we want to help you achieve them. We believe in producing consistent, functional cattle. Come experience the Windy Creek difference, where we're also in the people business. Windy Creek Cattle Company, where your profit comes through performance.
If you've checked your financial statements lately, you're wondering if you're making the right choices. Since no one can totally predict where the markets are headed, Dice Financial can create a long-term, sensible investment plan that'll fit your individual needs and comfort level. Whether it's a college savings plan or planning for retirement, call the winning team at Dice Financial Services.
Securities and advisory services through Osaic Wealth Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Contact Dice Financial at 996-7171 or visit dicefinancial.com.
Know of an athlete that struggled with injuries, or maybe you want to stay healthy and fit during your season? Stadalska Chiropractic and Acupuncture can help, whether you're an athlete or its biggest cheerleader. We use safe, effective techniques to restore the body's motion in the spine and extremities using a combination of chiropractic care and acupuncture. Don't let tendonitis, soft tissue injuries, and subluxation stand in your way of your personal best. Call us today at Stadalska Chiropractic and Acupuncture, 996-0191.
Think your Wi-Fi's fast? Think again! You can upgrade to our blazing Wi-Fi 6 router. No more buffering, no more waiting, just pure absolute speed. How much speed? Mitchell Telecom Wi-Fi 6 turns up the heat by tripling your speed up to 750 megabits per second. And more speed means more gadgets, more streaming, and more gaming. Level up with our latest Wi-Fi 6 router and squeeze out every ounce of speed. Mitchell Telecom is going triple speed. Race over to MitchellTelecom.com today and upgrade your home to Wi-Fi 6.
Welcome back to Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports. We'll go over some scores from around the state. Just a couple of games in Class AA. The first one's a AA T area number 2 versus number 3 in AAA. That is T area 30, O'Gorman 41. Halfway through the fourth quarter, and then in AAA, it's Brandon Valley receiving votes 32 versus Rapid City Central. That is 32-0. Other games from our Class AA, said already T number 2 trailing O'Gorman by 11, and we got a good one. And I believe at Watertown 14, Yankton 17 at halftime, and then a little bit of a stunner here. Up at SDSU's home field, we got Huron 28, Brookings 6, and Brookings was receiving votes. Here our score 41-0, and then one score out west with a minute to go in the second quarter. Spearfish all over Douglas 47-8. Some area games of note in 11A. Vermilion 22 defeats Millbank 22-20. West Central versus Madison, kind of a rivalry game there, 22-7. West Central number 2 in Class A. Winner all over Beersford, 20-6. And then Chamberlain Cubs 34, Lakota Tech 6. Going over to 11B, some area games of note. Mount Vernon Plankington 38, Scotland Menno 6. And then Wagner 24, Trip Delmont Armor 6. And then a close one at Bridgewater Emory Ethan. It is 8. Bridgewater Emory Ethan 8, Parker 6, and that's with 11 minutes to go in the third. Another area game, Woonsocket Wesleyan Spring Sanborn Central 8, McCook Central Montrose 6, and that is 7 minutes left in the third quarter. See if we have any other local games of note. We'll go over to 9AA. It's Platte Geddes 14, Kimball White Lake 0. That's with just a few minutes gone in the third quarter. Canastota number 2 in 9AA 43, all over Florence Henry 6. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter is the last update we have on that one. Howard 41, Coleman Egan 12. That's right before halftime. And then a big area game of note, a big one tonight, 9AA, number 1 in 9AA, Parkston 8, Hanson 6. And that's Hanson's ball with 1 minute to go in the second quarter. And let's go to 9A, see if there's any area games. DeSmet 49, Oldham Ramona Rutland 6. And that's really the only game, I think. Corsica-Stickney, there's another area game of note. Corsica-Stickney was receiving votes in 9A. They are leading Centerville 28-6 at halftime. And then we'll go to the final one, 9B. Avon 44, Gayville Vollen 42. And that's really the only game of note on the 9B. So there's our local scores for you. We'll check out some national scores of interest for all of us Twins fans out there. Last I saw, it was 2-2. Yeah, Twins versus the Mets, 2-2 in the bottom of the 5th. So I guess we're still scoreboard watching a little bit, even though a lot of people said the Indians are too far out of it. But being a longtime Twins fan, I can never be too sure about anything. So Guardians play out in L.A. I think Twins have a 6.5 game lead. But Twins 2, Mets 2 up at Target Field, and we'll give you some scores on that one as we go. We'll check the scoreboard here. Here it is Pierre all over the Kernels, 41-0. Any thoughts? What do you think about what do you do in the second half here? 41-0. What's your halftime speech, and what are you telling the kids right now?
I think you just kind of focus on yourself. Just kind of use this last little bit as practice. I would think Pierre's going to sub down here, I would imagine. And then just try to get some good positive work in. Just get some sustained drives. I mean, the comeback probably isn't a thing that's going to happen. Right. But just, get some stops. Get some moves to the ball, score a touchdown or two. Just kind of, I'd say, work the starters here through this third quarter. Maybe get them feeling good, getting something going against some of the second-string guys up here. And then, just work up and down the roster and see who shows up under the lights a little bit better than in practice.
Yeah, you can't quit on it. There's too much season left to just not, maybe there's some plays that you've been working on in practice, weren't ready to debut them quite in the first half. See what they do, see what maybe there's some kids that you can mix in with the starters that you'd like to see that maybe have been playing well in practice and mix them in and take a starter here out. So I think if you're the Kernels, especially first-year coach, a lot of new kids, a lot of young kids, you got to start building something here in the second half and start feeling good about it.
Yeah, just like you said, work in some depth with some of the starters and some of the other kids, and just keep moving forward.
All right, we'll take a 60-second timeout. We'll be back with the start of the second half. You're watching Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports.
Some say they're in the cattle business, but here at Windy Creek Cattle Company, we believe in something more. We believe in building lasting relationships that extend beyond the sale. We believe your goals are our goals, and we want to help you achieve them. We believe in producing consistent, functional cattle. Come experience the Windy Creek difference, where we're also in the people business. Windy Creek Cattle Company, where your profit comes through performance.
It's the first Kernel home game.
Now that the sun's down, it's actually a beautiful night out here. The temperatures dropped quite a bit. It's fantastic out right now.
Back for Mitchell will be Denny and I believe Daly back. Sargent still handling the kickoff duties. And we are set for the second half. Here's a kickoff and let it go out of bounds, and they do.
Very smart play over there by Denny, just to let that ball bounce.
Take the ball at the 35-yard line and see if we can start something. Or is it the 40 in high school? I think it's still
the 35 in high school, I believe.
Yep. Ball at 35.
Yeah, just like we said, Mitchell just try to get some positive yards here and work in some of the younger kids maybe possibly. You might find a mix of something that works really good for you here.
Pierce staying with, it looks like their defensive starters for the time being. Not a surprise there. You got to at least get them a series or two the second half.
You know, you got to practice coming out of halftime too. I mean, they haven't had a competitive game yet this year, so.
Chenoweth under center. Little inside misdirection handoff.
That is blown up by the inside linebacker, Chance Carter. He snuffed that out right away. Mitchell lined up in that I set there with a wingback off to the right, and they tried to run a inside counter play with a little bit of trap block on the inside, and Carter just saw the interior line moving that way and just shot the hole and absolutely stopped that play before it had a chance to start.
We'll call it no gain on the first down play, bring up 2nd and 10. Chenoweth will go back under center. Pitch to the right. There's McCormick. No room. He'll be spun bound by number 31.
Nathan McCormick.
Titan Winkler, senior linebacker, coming from his linebacker position.
Loss of 3 in the play.
A loss of 3. Pierce linebackers are impressive. They can run. They run sideline to sideline. That play right there.
The inside, the pursuit is I haven't seen anything like it at all this year at any level I've watched, and it's any high school level I've watched. Their linebacker core is elite, I would think.
Yeah.
And they gang tackle, they do well, and they chase hard. And as aggressive as they are, they don't have very few coverage busts that I've seen this evening.
Here's McCormick in motion. Chenoweth back to pass. And dropped by Daly. So on the 3rd down and 14 play. Crossing route over the middle. Goes incomplete. Had it in his hands.
Yep. And yeah, just pursues Pierce good coverage there. They had 3 guys there. If Daly would have hauled it in, he was going to get tackled right there.
Yep.
Short of the sticks, been in that 5-6 yard gain, and they'd still be looking at a 4th and 8 and having to punt. And
here's Jealous back to punt. He'll get this one away. Nice punt. Sideways spin on it. Fair catch called for and muffed and got it back.
Yeah, he fell right. Got lucky there. Fell down straight between his feet, and he was able just to fall right down on it.
Yep.
Mitchell was right on top of him there to try to make a play on it.
Governors take over at the own 36-yard line.
Mitchell special teams, definitely the bright spot of the night.
I mean, that's a great. For high school football, that's about as good as punt you're going to see. Nice distance, nice hang time.
Yep.
And that'll bring up 1st down from the 36-yard line. We are under running clock here in South Dakota's Double A. It's over 35-point lead in the second half. Now is there still a mercy? There's a holding call. It's going to come back. Is there a mercy rule in the smaller school divisions?
There is a mercy rule in the smaller divisions, and I am not sure if there's a mercy rule up in the Double A and Triple A.
I think double Triple A rank, we just go running score and let it run. There's
and that makes sense. Mitchell does have a good number of kids out here, and it's just nice to get them kids practice all week too.
Yep. Yeah, those younger ranks, you're starting, 18 or 6 or 22 or whatever, probably the same kids, and no need to get anybody hurt. This way, you Double A, Triple A, you should have some kids you can put in.
Yeah.
So holding call will push Pierre back,
and it looks like we do got some younger guys out there for the Kernel defense. It looks like.
Here's Mosier. Breaking through the side. He's got one man to beat, and nice tackle.
Brody Holes out there, junior, playing safety, comes up and makes the tackle, runs Mosier out of bounds after that good gain.
That's one of your new players you talked about, Holes on that side.
Brody Holes, number 5 on the tackle for the Kernels.
Trying to figure out some other numbers as we go here.
Yeah, it looks like we got Luke LeBron playing left end. The right end looks like it's Sean Foote. He's a sophomore.
Braden Rindell, number 24. So
Rocky Clark, a 6'3", 280-pound freshman, is there at one of the DTs, and the other DT is number 71, Preston Chelsky, a junior, 5'9", 230.
So good to see some other kids get some time. Timeout on the field. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. You're watching Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports.
Help keep Mitchell a safe place to live, shop, and visit by reporting tips to Crime Stoppers.
You don't have to identify yourself, and a minimum reward of $250 is paid on all Crime of the Weeks solved by tips to Crime Stoppers.
There are lots of ways to report a crime. You can download the free P3 Tips app. Go to p3tips.com or by calling Crime Stoppers at 996-1700.
Let's all help keep Mitchell safe by reporting crime and helping investigators arrest those involved.
Back to Joe Quinnell Field, 1st and 10 for the Pierre Governors at the Mitchell 45-yard line. Fakes the handoff, coming down to the left side, and that is Kaiser. Good dancing around there.
Yeah. Good, hard, aggressive run there for Kaiser. Haven't seen him carry the ball much. I mean, hasn't had to. But good pursuit there by the Mitchell defense there, kind of getting him worked to the sideline. But, yeah, Kaiser keeps impressing us. He seems to have about everything you could ask for in a high school quarterback here.
And just under a lot of composure, too. Nothing frantic about anything that he does. Yeah. Here's a pass far side. Caught by number 4, Staley. He'll work it down inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that was just a quick little kind of RPO thing there. I don't think they had the option on. I think Kaiser was going to pull it and throw it either way. But yeah, this Pierre's working in some new stuff. We haven't seen that type of offense from Pierre yet. Kaiser kind of rides Moser up to the line of scrimmage. If the end bites or jumps, he'll either pull it and run or throw it. So another good decision by Kaiser there. He's just I don't know what else to say about him.
There's a pass out to Zabel. Zabel looking for the end zone, and he will get it inside the pylon for a touchdown. Mitchell put a lot of their younger kids in on that, and Pierre didn't sub. So that's kind of a predictive outcome.
Yeah, yep. I mean, the second string here for Mitchell did a good job here. I mean, they held up, but you could Pierre was overpowering the starting defense for Mitchell here. And, yeah, their offensive line just leans on you and just moves you. And then with Kaiser being as accurate as he is throwing the ball, it's just really becomes a tough situation.
Here's Ryan Berry in for the extra point attempt. And call that one good, straight through the uprights. That'll make it 48-0. We will take another... Actually, there's another heat timeout, so we'll take a full minute timeout. You're watching Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports.
If you've checked your financial statements lately, you're wondering if you're making the right choices. Since no one can totally predict where the markets are headed, Dice Financial can create a long-term, sensible investment plan that'll fit your individual needs and comfort level. Whether it's a college savings plan or planning for retirement, call the winning team at Dice Financial Services.
Securities and advisory services through Osaic Wealth Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Contact Dice Financial at 996-7171 or visit dicefinancial.com.
For the Governors.
Pierre set to kick off. And kick just short of 30-yard line. They ran up on and fumbled, and who will come up with it? Kind of
bouncing around.
And I think Mitchell got back on it. Yep, that's where the line judge signals.
Yeah.
I think Pierre had a good chance at a couple of different Pierre players.
Yep. One of the up men tried to run under that and didn't quite get there in time and lost the handle of a bounce forward, and one of the Pierre guys missed it, and Mitchell able to hop back on it.
Tate Wentz, number 45, hopped on it for the Kernels. Pierre staying with their first team defense.
Yeah, it looks like they got the smaller D line in there possibly. But it is still their main linebacking core and defensive backs, it looks like.
Here's Chenoweth. Coming to the right side. A good catch. Nice catch out there by Dustin Kurtenbach. Good route. Gain of 6.
That was a nice throw there by Chenoweth. Just a great throw, pitch, and catch there for 6 yards.
6 in the play.
Scrambled to his right. It'd be really fun to see what he could do when he had some time.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a pretty good arm and seems to be pretty accurate. Just doesn't ever get enough time to make a difference.
Yeah, and there Denny there came. He kind of was the up fake man there and got a nice block for Chenoweth to get that throw off.
There's the inside trap handoff. all the way down. That's Mick Daly with a nice run.
That was a nice job there by the offensive line, just like you called it, inside trap there. Nice couple nice down blocks there and pulled around, hooked that defensive end, and Daly really found some daylight there. Got a crease. And yeah, the Mitchell running backs do a great job if they can just get ahead of steam. But
yeah, they got some elusiveness. They just most of the time they're getting a hand on them before they're even back to the line of scrimmage. And it's tough sledding when that's the case. Starting with the man in motion. Here's Chenoweth going to keep it himself. A decent little run. Thought he might have more of a gap there, but those linebackers once again just close hard.
Yep. Yeah, it was. Yeah, number 35, Chance Carta. He is an impressive linebacker. He is all over everything, and he just does a great job in there. Like you said, Chenoweth had a seam, and then Carta just closes so fast.
And I don't know. I didn't really check to see if any of these peer players, where they're getting recruited or where they've committed to. But it looks like they're going to have some Saturday players on their roster, both sides of the ball.
Yep. Absolutely.
Chenoweth under center. He'll send Daly in motion. And Parker Denny, can he take it to the house? And he does. Parker Denny. Some more of that, I don't know, would you call that a modified double wing? I mean, it's not a true.
Yeah, they're coming from different formations and motioning into double wing when the ball's snapped. And then, they just ran the traditional inside handoff from one of the wings.
Yep.
And the Connor Dagan and Milken Auk just absolutely just collapsed the left side or the right side of the Pierre defensive line. And, just a great run and outran everybody to the pylon for the first Mitchell score of the night.
So good job by Parker Denny, the junior running back. And that will set up Tate Wentz with the try. See if he can make his first extra point of the season. Chenoweth, the holder. Looks like Pierre's going to come after it. And Chenoweth over, 2-point conversion, good. That is caught by Connor Singray. Was that planned, or is that just too much rush on him?
I don't think so. I think it was kind of fire drill. I think Chenoweth kind of bobbled the snap a little bit, and then the kicker and him got out of sync. So he just called the fire drill, and then typical play, the ends and the back on that side just go run to the flat, and hopefully somebody's open. And
beautiful pass.
Yeah,
beautiful pass, right on the money.
Yeah, just like we said, Chenoweth, he's got a good arm on him if he has time.
Just needs some time. So a little bit of feel good here for the Kernels. That'll make it 48-8.
Fans, if I can have your attention, please. The Bank West.
And that double wingback stuff. I mean, that's really the only thing that's really confused Pierre a little bit tonight. So I'm glad that see here in the second half that they're really sticking to it. I think about every formation they've gone with some kind of modified double wingback setup. So good job there by the Kernels.
6-8-4.
Yeah, they definitely chalk some stuff up in the halftime there for misdirection plays and things of that nature. And the offensive line, they're not just trying to block straight ahead. They're kind of doing some slants and as much stunting as an offensive line can do. They're slanting left, trading guys, and doing a little trap play. And the backs that aren't getting the ball are also doing a fantastic job sticking their nose in, getting some blocks. And it was just a good series for Mitchell there. A little misdirection and some good hard running, and the offensive line stepping up, making a few nice plays.
That's exactly what we talked about. You want a little feel good. You want to, you know you're not going to win. Let's see if we get some feel good moments. And right there, that's something that they can feel good about going into practice next week.
Yeah, and Mitchell, the excitability of Mitchell after they scored, that was a good sign. I enjoyed that.
Is this Lewis down across the 40-yard line? Little stutter step. Juke move and actually takes a pretty good pop there.
Yeah.
That was actually Mosier. Surprised you got Mosier back there on the kickoff, your main running back. That's not somebody you want to get hurt. I mean, he gets hurt. That's gonna put a dent on your season.
And it looks like we do have a new quarterback in number 15, Caleb Lounsbury. He's a sophomore, 6 foot, 155 pounds. So Pierre has subbed down, it looks like, for their offensive side here.
Quarterback will take the handoff, go straight up the middle. A little bit of elusiveness of his own. But Lounsbury, is that what we're going to go with?
Yeah, Lounsbury is what I would say.
Let's say Lounsbury. Yeah, he's plays quarterback, defensive back, 6 foot, 155, is sophomore, number 15.
Looks like a good aggressive runner, good instinctive runner there. He's very patient. Picked his way through there for about 8 yards.
And it's no surprise he's a sophomore, so you know what that means. Pierre's just going to reload next year with another good quarterback. Lounsbury's going to take it again, just over the right side, tiptoeing his way towards the sideline. Gains 5 or 6, enough for a first down.
Yeah, so far with Lounsbury, they haven't shown us his arm yet, but so far he's a good runner. So
might be a run-first quarterback.
Yeah, it's kind of what it looks like for now, but at the same time, you're coming in to protect the lead. So, and Pierre's, they're lining up 5 wide on every set here for this second-string offense. Oh, low snap. Lounsbury scatters it, and he throws it out here to the far side.
Good long throw. That's showing hard.
Yeah, nice, good pitch and catch there.
And those out to the flats, that's a long throw, and he had some juice on it. So
yeah, that's a 30-yard, he threw it 5 yards down the field, but that's a 30-yard throw from inside the hashes. So like you said, they're reloading. Lounsbury's got an arm on him.
17 yards on the pass play.
Lounsbury again takes it, shotgun snap, straight up the middle, just kind of patiently waits for his blocks to develop. Got a score update of note. Bridgewater, Emory, Ethan 8, Parker 6. And that's almost to the fourth quarter. And another local game, Woonsocket, Western Spring, Sanborn Central 14, McCook Central, Montrose 6. So a couple of good local games. We'll see if we got some more local games to start the fourth quarter with you. We'll take a 60-second timeout. You're watching Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports.
Celebrate the most precious moments in your life with the region's most trusted independent jewelry store, the Diamond Store in downtown Mitchell. The Diamond Store is locally owned. We offer free cleaning and repairs with 2 full-time jewelers with 50 years of collective experience. We personally select our inventory with our customers in mind, so we can offer the finest selection of jewelry that meets or exceeds your expectations. The Diamond Store, the gem of downtown Mitchell. Proud to support all area athletes.
Help keep Mitchell a safe place to live, shop, and visit by reporting tips to Crime Stoppers.
You don't have to identify yourself, and a minimum reward of $250 is paid on all Crime of the Weeks solved by tips to Crime Stoppers.
There are lots of ways to report a crime. You can download the free P3 Tips app. Go to p3tips.com or by calling Crime Stoppers at 996-1700.
Let's all help keep Mitchell safe by reporting crime and helping investigators arrest those involved.
Well, we're back to Joe Quinn Field, John Mueller along with Tyler Yonke. Good to have you aboard here, Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports. Start of the fourth quarter, swap ends of the field. Got some scores for you. Platte Geddes 14, Kimball White Lake 6. Platte Geddes ball, that's 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The other big game of note, Parkston 16, Hanson 6, 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, but it is Hanson ball. So a couple of good local games right there. And a pass out in the flat. That's Lounsbury to Schoenhardt again. Couple of connections there. Sophomore to sophomore. Takes it down to the half-yard line.
To Lincoln Schoenhardt.
Schoenhardt. Good wide receiver. Ran a good route there again. Sophomore to sophomore. Probably played some balls together growing up through the year. Got a connection.
Played a lot of football together, most likely, just not yet quite at the varsity level.
And Lounsbury will take it in.
Caleb Lounsbury.
That'll make it 54-8. Extra try coming up.
Yeah, the Pierre offense, it does look quite a bit different with, now that they don't have Kaiser in there. Lounsbury's definitely much more of a running first quarterback, but he does have a decent arm on him. And Kaiser does come back out to
get the kickoff here for, I believe, Barry.
Yeah, you think your night's done, and then you got to run out. We got to run out and do the hold. No backup holder on the team.
Yeah, apparently not.
Another note, local score, Corsica Stickney now is really taking control over Centerville. So Corsica Stickney 40, Centerville 14, and 1 minute left to go in the third quarter. Howard all over Coleman Egan now, 41-12. Look if there's any other scores of area interest. We'll keep an eye on that Parkston Hanson game. That's probably
it's probably the one of the better games around in the area. That should be a very close contest, but
yeah, it's still Hanson with the ball, 16-6. So we'll keep an eye on that one, and we'll go to some games of national interest out there. Still 2-2, Twins and Mets. So a good one. Top of 7. Twins at Mets. Guardians and Angels just underway.
Yeah, still 6.5 games. The Twins up.
Yep, still 6.5. So feel pretty comfortable, but I don't know. The Twins got to win a playoff game this year. That's the big thing. I think it was from 04-06. Haven't won a playoff, and they've been in it plenty of times.
Yeah, they've been in plenty of those play-in games, and also the short 3-game wildcard series a time or two. But yeah, they just can't ever seem to.
Got the Yankees in the way most years, but that is one thing that they're not going to have in their way this year is the Yankees.
No.
Let it go out of bounds.
Good decision there by Denny.
There's actually 2 Big Ten games going on tonight. Indiana 38, Indiana State 7. And then Kansas all over Illinois 34-7. So a couple Big Ten games going on. I got from Nebraska, so I'm a big Cornhusker fan. We'll see how that goes versus primetime tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried. I went into the season thinking, primetime, turning over the roster, we'll win that one. And then what they did to TCU last week. Now might be a day of misery for me again tomorrow, and all the Husker fans out there. But we'll see. Never know.
The one concern they have for Colorado is depth, and if Nebraska can lean on them and run the ball, I mean, Nebraska has about a solely running quarterback, so you won't have to remind them to run the ball. So they might be able to do some ball control and stay on top and keep it competitive with Colorado.
It was fun watching Nash Hutmacher last week of Minnesota, the Chamberlain standout, getting some good play starting at nose tackle for the Huskers. It's been fun to watch him. Now a junior already, which is crazy to think he's already a junior down there, but finally getting some run there. Well, we'll take a timeout in the field, and we'll take it with them. It's Pier 55, the Mitchell Kernels 8. You're watching Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports.
Some say they're in the cattle business, but here at Windy Creek Cattle Company, we believe in something more. We believe in building lasting relationships that extend beyond the sale. We believe your goals are our goals, and we want to help you achieve them. We believe in producing consistent, functional cattle. Come experience the Windy Creek difference, where we're also in the people business. Windy Creek Cattle Company, where your profit comes through performance.
Quarterback in the game.
The quarterback now is TJ Jealous. He's a junior at 5'11", 200 pounds. And then Easton Schlimgen was the ball carrier on that play. Kind of ran a zone read off to the left-hand side here. A little bit of miscommunication. They both tried to hang on to it, so then it kind of screwed the timing up, and then the pier end over here was able to really attack the mesh point there and kind of bottled the whole thing up. And Mitchell comes out in kind of that short pistol formation that Pier uses with Kaiser.
Here's Jealous. And bottled up immediately was the running back.
The defensive line from Pier looks like they got him.
That was Odell, I believe. Yeah, there was a whole team tackle, or a whole line tackle at least, you could say.
Had good penetration there from the second defensive Pier there. This is what we talked about going into halftime, just getting some other kids a chance to play here. You're usually in a more competitive game where you can't get all these subs in.
Here's Jealous. He'll pull it back and keep it himself up the middle. Nice little run
nice
there.
run, yeah. Kind of picked his way forward. A nice patient run there. Waited for a little few things to open up. Waited for his line to work for him. And
Jealous has got some size at 5'11", 200 pounds.
Yeah.
And got some.
4th and 11.
Haven't seen him throw yet, but that was a nice run.
Yep. Then, yeah, you'd think both coaches are kind of interested in just running the ball, keeping it simple.
Yep. Don't need to get anybody hurt. Let's get out of here and live to get to film study tomorrow and or on Sunday or practice on Monday. Punt will be down at the 26-yard line. Jealous, nice punt down to Kurtenbach, and he'll down it. We're still under running clock, so 8 minutes to go. Looking at scores, haven't got an update yet. And a couple of those area games that we've been watching is still showing Hanson ball. Same thing, 11 minutes left to go in the fourth, so not an update on that one yet. Well, here's Pierre coming out and 3 wide receivers, trips to the right side. Wide receiver screen. That was number 7.
Yeah, I'll let you handle that
Scheifelbein.
There you go.
Scheifelbein, freshman, wide receiver. Got a freshman in the game, 5'9", 140.
Yeah, nice, quick, good throw by Lounsbury there to get that out there on time. You know, nice zippy throw out there to the far side.
Gain of 7 on first down will make it a 2nd and 3. Lounsbury keep it himself. Nice play
Great
there.
Individual effort there by number 64, Sean Foote, come from his left end position there. He really read, he's seen enough of Lounsbury being patient, waiting for that interior of that line to push through. So he just shot the end and came up with a good tackle there.
Nice plays. The sophomore, so getting some younger kids in the game. Looks like Mitchell's got some good size. It's kind of in the lower levels right now, 5'11", 185. That'll turn into 200 by the time you're a junior and senior.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lounsbury straight ahead again, and Kernels meet him. It's going to be close.
Oh, it's right there. Look.
He hasn't signaled yet. Now he's going to signal.
Yeah, they're moving the chains.
He was thinking about it for a while. Then he said, "Let's just signal this down." So first down, Pierre.
The Mitchell defensive line, after that first series when they got pushed around here pretty good, this second string group here is really putting up a fight here up against this Pierre offensive line. They're really able to pin their ears back and commit with Lounsbury to being an empty backfield all the time.
Here's Scheffelbein. We'll have to. Pure radio announcers are right next to us. I'll have to see if I can catch it next time he gets a pass. I'll be quiet and see if I can see how they say it so we get it right. You go down the roster and you go, okay, we'll learn on the juniors and seniors and the starters. Number 7 as a freshman wide receiver at 5'9", 140.
We didn't ask that question.
Didn't ask that one tonight. Didn't ask one. Probably should have. Lounsbury again, methodically taking it once again up to the sideline to his left.
Nice patient run there. Got a nice block, they're running 5 wide with an inline tight end there, and the tight end just pinched the Mitchell end down, and he just ran there right off tackle there off the left side for a nice gain from Lounsbury. They are really committed to this formation with trips to the right, an inline tight end, and then a guy off to the left, and leaving Lounsbury back empty.
We got a final from Parkston. Parkston 16, Hanson 6. So that one does go final. Still looking for that other Platte Geddes, Kimball Whitelake. Got 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, but Kimball Whitelake has the ball. So Kimball Whitelake with a chance down by 8. Hudson Borgen, the junior, making the tackle on the play.
And then that was their Scheffelbein there again with a nice 8-yard pickup there to get them to 2nd and 8 for the Govs.
Lounsbury, the short side field, good tackle, good form tackle. Caden Allen, sophomore, 5'10", 160. Some different names getting into the game.
Yeah, Lounsbury fielded that low snap and was able to get upfield.
First down from the 29. Trips to the left. Double tight ends to the right. Shuffle bean. I just heard it from the shuffle bean. We're going to go with shuffle bean. That's what I heard. So nice play.
And yeah, Shufflebean and Lounsbury, they have a really good connection there. I mean, the minute he goes back to throw, he's looking for him right away.
Yeah, nobody else is really even getting a chance. See what the penalty is.
They look like they maybe got Shufflebean's face mask there, kind of the 5-yard variety possibly.
Now we're going to give him right call, just bring him 15. You had the seriousness wrong.
Yeah.
The level of cheating wrong.
Tried to get us a home field advantage here right at the end, but they weren't going to have it.
No, that was you could tell it wasn't a hold. I missed the face mask. I thought it would all look good that way, but 15-yard personal foul face mask against the Kernels. Pushes it down inside the 10. So we'll give it first and goal for the Governors, leading 55-8, 2:45 to go, fourth quarter. There's Lounsbury. Back to Shufflebean again.
Nice play out there by Avery Koss. Nice tackle from his DB. Out there playing man coverage out there on him. He tracked him and made a nice, good form tackle there.
5 foot, 100 pounds sophomore, and the crowd loves to see it. That was a great tackle. 100 pounds.
Yeah.
When you put 100 pounds on the roster, that probably means you're under 100, right?
I would think so.
If you're 105 or 103, they're going to put 105 and 103. Yeah, so
they aren't putting 98 on there. I can promise you that.
Yeah, so great play by Avery Koss, the sophomore. Looks like he's already a fan favorite.
The Mitchell defense really stiffening up here. Nice play. Lounsbury tried to find a hole in up on that left side, and the Mitchell defense stiffening their necks here and really now keeping them out here. Trying to hold them out this last minute 48 here.
And see who called the timeout. Did Mitchell or Pierre call? I didn't see who. I think Mitchell called the timeout.
Yep, I think so. Mitchell's got no timeouts left.
Called their last timeout with 1:48 to go.
Yeah, it'd be a good boost here for the young Mitchell defense here to keep them out of the end zone here.
Keep it on, keep them out. Let's see if we can get a score update from Platte, Geddes, Kimball White Lake. We're down under a minute now from Platte. Go back to 11A. Yankton pulling away from Watertown in the second half, 24-14. Brookings looks like they are going to be defeated by Huron, 41-6. And I think that's really the only update. T area does go down to O'Gorman 41-30. That was a home game for O'Gorman, but really number 2 in Class A, a pretty good showing versus O'Gorman. And
Lounsbury pitches it out to Shufflebean, and he makes a man miss out there kind of in the wide receiver screen. And that's really tough to defend from the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
It's just one-on-one out there, and that's...
Yeah, one-on-one with no room for error.
Yeah. Yep.
So we have the same kicker.
Yep.
Same kicker, yeah.
Same kicker and holder. It looks like, it's the starting. Yeah, we got a bunch of the starters out there, some linebackers it looks like, and a couple of the tight ends.
Kick up and good.
Extra point by Ryan Berry is good.
So 1:43 to go in the game. We'll keep it right here looking for that, see if that Platte Geddes Kimball White Lake score updates. That's the last real local game of interest that's
competitive.
Yeah, everything else. Good night show, or good showing for area teams. Canastota with the blowout win. Howard with the blowout win. Parkston with the win over Hanson there. That's both kind of a double local one, but two good teams. Avon with a blowout win. DeSmet with a blowout win. So a good night for Mitchell area teams. Corsica Stickney with the blowout win. I'd say a good night all around, and we'll see if we can get you a Platte Geddes Kimball White Lake score before we leave the air.
If you'd like to become a member of the Colonel Pride program, please contact.
Twins taking the lead. That's a good sign. Twins 3, Mets 7. Bottom of the 7th. Twins have a runner on second base. It looks like Kimball Whitelake with the looks like a
they just scored.
Score on a 4th and 2 to make it 14-12. So I think
they got a 2-point try coming up here
to tie it up. Kickoff down.
Return to the kickoff.
Nice return. Yep. Daly right there with a decent return.
Yep. I think we're going to get a timeout in the Platte Kimball Whitelake game. Down to 1:18 running time here.
One of the governors in the tackle.
I think Mitch will get a couple more plays off here before the end of the game here.
And a good app that we're following along with tonight for all the South Dakota high school fans out there. South Dakota Score Feed. It's on your Play Store or your Apple Store. Great little app updated by fans. So if you're at a game, you can help go. And he said a kid from DSU kind of created this app, and it's just a great app. So South Dakota Score Feed. If you don't learn anything tonight from us, that is the one thing you're going to learn from this football game. South Dakota Score Feed. If the game is on YouTube or another free streaming source, they'll actually link with a watch button on it. So South Dakota Score Feed. I think. Is this the first year? Or is it the second?
It's been around for a while. Yeah,
I'm just slow to the game. Maybe everybody knows about it but me, but do basketball and everything, I'm assuming.
Yep, basketball, volleyball, and football are the main ones they cover, and they do a good job.
The cool thing about it, too, is if they have that watch button, if you're just hanging around, and that's what we're doing. We just clicked on the watch button, and we're live at that game. There's a near. Did he catch it?
I don't know. He had it and dropped it. Good throw there by Jealous. Number 33, Caden Allen, with a nice chance at it here, and that will run the clock down here.
And it looks like we're watching the Kimball Whitelake game now. I think they got it. They got it. So everybody go to South Dakota Score Feed, hit the watch button, watch the rest of that Platte Kimball Whitelake game. No time left in the fourth quarter and tied it up. Minute 27. So minute 27, 14 all. Here it is Pier 62, Kernels 8. It's been a pleasure bringing you the action tonight. For Stratton, our our producer engineer, and Tyler Yonke, I'm John Mueller signing off. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Celebrate the most precious moments in your life with the region's most trusted independent jewelry store, The Diamond Store in downtown Mitchell. The Diamond Store is locally owned. We offer free cleaning and repairs with 2 full-time jewelers with 50 years of collective experience. We personally select our inventory with our customers in mind, so we can offer the finest selection of jewelry that meets or exceeds your expectations. The Diamond Store, the gem of downtown Mitchell, proud to support all area athletes.
Help keep Mitchell a safe place to live, shop, and visit by reporting tips to Crime Stoppers.
You don't have to identify yourself, and a minimum reward of $250 is paid on all Crime of the Weeks solved by tips to Crime Stoppers.
There are lots of ways to report a crime. You can download the free P3 Tips app. Go to p3tips.com or by calling Crime Stoppers at 996-1700.
Let's all help keep Mitchell safe by reporting crime and helping investigators arrest those involved.
Think your Wi-Fi's fast? Think again! You can upgrade to our blazing Wi-Fi 6 router. No more buffering, no more waiting, just pure absolute speed. How much speed? Mitchell Telecom Wi-Fi 6 turns up the heat by tripling your speed up to 750 megabits per second. And more speed means more gadgets, more streaming, and more gaming. Level up with our latest Wi-Fi 6 router and squeeze out every ounce of speed. Mitchell Telecom is going triple speed. Race over to MitchellTelecom.com today and upgrade your home to Wi-Fi 6.
Some say they're in the cattle business, but here at Windy Creek Cattle Company, we believe in something more. We believe in building lasting relationships that extend beyond the sale. We believe your goals are our goals, and we want to help you achieve them. We believe in producing consistent, functional cattle. Come experience the Windy Creek difference, where we're also in the people business. Windy Creek Cattle Company, where your profit comes through performance.